All right. Hello, everybody, and we are back with Empire of the Ghouls. That's
Howdy.
it. That's all I got. I'm passing it off to Mackenzie. Fuck you, Mackenzie.
So true.
Oh, I used our F-bomb today.
Oh, there it is. Right out the
It's my
bat.
fault.
Right out the bat. You'll love to see it. And
For shame.
hi, I'm Kenzie the Haunted. This is what I have to work with.
Thanks, Queen.
Wait, I meant that in the most wonderful way possible. I feel like a lot of guilt in my heart now that it's come out of my mouth. Anyway, with me is the lovely cast of Empire of the Ghouls, which
What's
we
up?
welcome you this evening. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome in, Raiders. Glad to see you
Hello.
here. We appreciate you, Ian Publishing.
Howdy.
Howdy, we're here. They said from one pirate ship to another, so, they must have been water-faring way travelers
yeah.
as well.
Oh.
The problem is we're actually not pirates at all.
We're just we're dabbling. We're dabbling.
Yeah, this is our first group endeavor, our first group road trip on the water.
You never
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
Testing
where
the
the campaign's
waters,
gonna go.
if you will.
You never know where the campaign could lead us. We could end up pirating, Who's to say? Not me.
I don't think Eastcander would make it as a pirate, if I'm just being
I think
honest.
he's so cute.
I don't
He's
think
kind
Yuki would make it either. Let's be honest.
That is so true.
There's a lot of clearly that I don't. Well, no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Did we want to do intros?
I mean, I was gonna let you guys go, but I was gonna kick off intros with the lovely and wonderful Art Plebe.
Hi, everybody. My name is Arplebe, aka Sloan. This is a reversal. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on the internet making bunches of TTRPG content on TikTok and Tumblr and Twitch. And tonight I'm playing our slick with mucus mushroom boy, Goliath, Goosh Bushel, Barbarian, he, him, Sawyer.
So true, bestie. Hi, I'm Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on TikTok at Queer Elf Club and on Twitter with the same handle, but with some underscores in between the words. I do TTRPG content. I act. I do a bunch of stuff. And you can catch me on Somewhere Bound, playing D&D over there. And I play our paladin, Solus Clastamont. He also uses he, him pronouns. And I will kick it on over to my good buddy, Alex.
That's me. I'm his good buddy, Alex. Hi, I'm Alex again. You can find me on Twitter at actorfeet with an A, not an E. I do want to make that distinction.
I was wondering how long it would take till somebody was like...
Yeah, you can also find me heading up the social medias for Half Orc Half Orchestra, which is the musical theater improv D&D podcast that I'm a part of. We're dropping episode 3 tomorrow, so make sure to check it out. I also play Iskander, the party's best boy wizard, and he uses he, him pronouns as well. I'm going to kick it over to the bestest person in the whole world, without which I would not be here Friday.
What?
Wow.
That makes it seem
Sure.
that makes it seems a lot more serious than it is, but I am you know how I met Alex actually? Let's just tell the world. All right?
Tea.
You want me to-
No,
the
you tell the
expose.
story, Alex. You tell the story.
I posted, I saw a post on Critic Wit, and I applied through Google Docs, and I entered my username for Discord, which is African, because I'm mixed.
That's just the story.
Fruit King.
And sometimes you don't think about people not being able to see who you are when you're applying for things. And I believe Friday's immediate reaction was, if this person isn't mixed, I am going to throttle them.
The correct response.
Because I didn't, I wasn't going to just straight up ask you, hey, player who's potentially joining my D&D game, are you actually black? Or you just...
You can't just ask people why they're not black.
You
Correct.
can't ask people why their username is half freaking.
But we didn't have cams in that game for the first 10 episodes or so, and then I think eventually, for whatever reason, we did a cam game or whatever, and then it turned out, you're black.
Deep sigh,
cool.
the deep sigh of relief.
As soon as if you had popped up on the camera,
Friday
and you
started
were white,
sleeping
I
well
swear to
again
God,
at night.
it would have been.
I'm gonna be
Instant
honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Instant
Felt
boot.
the same panic joining Empire of the Ghouls, but I was like, I saw the name in the chat. And I was like, there's gotta be somebody black. First of all, that's gotta be.
But
I've
is
been
it?
thinking about changing it to make a better first impression.
Yeah.
It's like, ain't no way.
Talk about introductions. Today's already
Yeah.
today
I'm so sorry.
is
So
already a day.
I am is Friday, and you can find me on Twitter is Friday TV. They them pronouns. Kenzie, you look great in this lighting. So the fact that now I can feel your energy in the room with me, it's also a positive benefit.
You also have color in your face.
Yeah.
Not washed out by the sun because you're a vampire. I just play one in a game, but you're actually a vampire. So
Cue the What We Do in the Shadows theme.
I don't like going outside.
was there anybody else? I don't know who is there
it's
anybody
just
left?
me.
Dot? Dot? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
over
just
to
me.
Friendly Neighborhood Dot.
Yes, your friendly neighborhood Dot is here to remind you I'm still your friendly neighborhood Dot here all the time doing all the Kobold things, but tonight I'm playing Yuki. It's going to be pretty awesome. Yuki is at sea. They don't fear much, but for some reason they fear open water, which can y'all blame them?
It's a little horrifying.
Open water is pretty terrifying. And so are the things that live in it. Yeah, that's it. I'm Dot. She, her. Yuki. They, them. Oh, and Narla. She, her. The goat companion that's currently has 2 barrels strapped to them so that we won't drown if things go awry. That's what you need to know, but I can't. I'm sorry, Mackenzie, I can't let you start until I remind everybody we have a Kickstarter right now. We have crossed the $150,000 mark, everybody. Over for our new Kickstarter.
Hey, big spender.
Kickstarter. Yeah, right. A campaign builder, cities and towns. It is just what it sounds like. It is a tool book for GMs to build really intricate and rich cities and towns for their campaigns, and I've been using it with the audience on Wednesdays to build some stuff, but also I used some of the sneak preview stuff live during our finale for the Great Escape yesterday. It was very cool. The Oozes created a union and they couldn't decide how to handle dues, and there's a section on taxes and tithes in the book, and so I pulled it up and I was like, well, look at this little resource. So there you go. That's what I got for you. So yes, link in chat to go check out and back it. I think people are pretty stoked. We've unlocked the city character sheet. So you can now stat the cities that your players are going to, which is pretty sweet. And there's been a new release, and we're working towards, I believe, monsters of the city. There's a mimic, key lock, and some other cool gutter driven monsters and critters and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We're churning and burning. I think you have 1 week or a week and a half left, so check it out, everybody. Now back to Empire of the Ghouls.
Excellent. I think requiring a little context for the barrel incident, we're going to go ahead and kick the recap.
I think technically it was me. So I'm going to see if I can remember everything. Okay, last
I'll fill
time
in the gaps.
we were told we needed to go to a place called Reaver's Cave. So we got on a boat.
We were given a boat. That means they must trust us.
We were given a boat. We were fully given a
lot
boat.
of trust.
And I think some people to help us not die, because none of us know how to sail.
We
so
have
that
a
was
full
very
crew
nice.
with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got attacked by water dragons, and we mopped the floor with them, swabbed the deck with them, if you will, and came out on the other side victorious. I think that's all that happened, right?
That is the long and short of it, I suppose.
I mean, we spent a lot of time in that battle on the ship.
Yes. Yes. There was lots of time dedicated to swabbing.
It's true.
Kicking butt, taking names.
Kicking butt, taking names.
So last we left off, the battle had just ended with you slaying the last of these water dragons. Solus was injured pretty badly in the fight. Gush and Yuki held it pretty strong in the front. Narla went down, and Vivian, for a good portion, was sort of unable to assist with the wall of coral that trapped her within the captain's quarters.
Oh, yeah.
What would you all like to do?
Iskander's going to land and then turn off his ghostly flesh and just kind of re-solidify. Say, well, that was something.
I hate it here! And then Yuki looks around and sees that Narla is not on the deck. Like, she doesn't see Narla. And then Yuki runs to the edge and goes, Narla! Goat overboard! Goat overboard!
Did
You
I
see-
see?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, you see Sigurd and the other crewmates start rushing to various edges of the ship, looking overboard, trying to... They think you're saying girl overboard, and
Yeah,
they're like,
go!
oh, we have one of those on the ship.
Just one.
Just-
Did I see what happened to Narla? Because I think I was near the area, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you did see Narla go down trying to rescue Vivian, but you also would have briefly, peripherally seen her get dragged into the room.
So so let's kind of like she's Yuki in there in the she's fine. She's fine. She's well, I don't know if she's fine. I don't know what happened when she got pulled into that room, but in the room. She's in the quarters.
You hear the pitter of like Chucky feet, like tiny feet, like across the hollow deck as he like runs across the deck to and like as long as the door is unlocked, basically Van Damme's the door open, and hopefully Narla is there
Good Lord.
eating cheese and. Charcuterie.
Am I supposed to narrate Narla?
No, Narla's in there. Are you also sharing in this?
Oh,
of cheese and meat? And
no, Vivian doesn't eat. She's just kind of like standing there as she. Oh, hello.
Yuki runs over and like throws themselves against like Narla. How I thought I lost you overboard.
Oh.
No, your goat was very dead.
What? Again?
Sadly.
Wait, did you save Narla?
No, nothing like that. But if you don't mind, I don't really want a smelly goat in the captain's quarters.
Can we
You know,
take
it's very...
the cheese?
Yes, please.
Get the
Actually.
smelly one, Narla. Scoops up the smelly blue cheese and goes, and on the way out, he stops and they stop and like look at you through one lazy eye, and he goes, I know you did something, Vivian. And he throws his arms around your leg in a hug to thank you for saving Narla, because he knows you saved Narla. And he goes, okay, I wasn't gonna take these, and he takes the grapes too, on the way out.
Aww.
Okay.
Narla, you were in a private room with Vivian. I'm like, I just kind of like, Narla, step it up for the world. No, you can't eat all the blue cheese. And I like, Yuki and this goat are now sharing a wad of the smelliest blue cheese that you can get at sea, probably.
Why did you have to say wad?
Yeah,
Because
wad
it's
was
like a wad of blue cheese, I imagine. I imagine it doesn't hold
Foul.
form anymore.
just
Oh.
a fistful.
Yeah, a fistful of blue cheese.
A fistful. of
How's
blue
Goosh looking? I remember him getting
Oh, is Goose bad?
smacked.
Goosh is breathing heavily and has the glint of his rage dying in his eye, but looks he looks tired. He's a little he kind of sags a little bit. Mechanically, he has 28 out of 62 hit points.
Oh God. Okay.
So you
And
probably
he does have a level of
bleeding,
exhaustion because of his frenzied
right.
rage. But he is going to, I think, pretty much immediately attempt to actually, if he sees you, Solus, he'll say, Solus, come here.
Solus just leaking ectoplasm like you do when you're a shade. It kind of just it
As
was
one
it was
does,
bludgeoning, right? He didn't take any like slashing. It was all from that one gust, right? So he's not bleeding.
I do not recall if you took a bite and several gusts, or they were just.
Yeah, I think he just took one real big bad gust, and that was like because it was like 20 some hit points at once. Anyway, but he's looking a little rough. He's gonna walk over to Goosh.
Can you hold this up? And Goosh is gonna like do a squat upward with the dragon's upper jaw. and just ask if you can hold the jaw
Uh,
up.
Sure. And he does. He just kind of takes it and yeah,
And-
like this.
Perfect. And Goosh is gonna dive down the throat of this thing and see if he
Oh.
can find anything interesting in this
Oh.
creature's in
Its
insides.
digestive tract to see what
Its gullet?
yeah, I
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah,
Wait,
Goosh is gonna go
okay.
looking for like monster parts. You know, it's like a
Mhm.
water snake / dragon. Maybe it's got
monster
like
diving.
like some sort of breath weapon thing or something
Mm.
cool.
Okay. And Solus is just head hung
Yeah.
over his head,
Yeah,
holding this
absolutely.
open.
As you disgustingly dive into the belly of the beast, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Great. I forget. If you're exhausted, is everything a disadvantage?
All ability checks.
Okay, great. Nature.
Nature.
1. Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Never mind.
Um,
It doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
crit
God.
fail.
I think Yuki stands just next to you while you're holding this up and is like smacking on this blue cheese and goes, "You know, I know what it's like to crawl down something's gullet. It's not an easy task."
Solus just looks to the
Okay.
sky and just silently praying, just
Um,
quietly to himself.
Goosh, with the nat 1, 2 nat 1s, you, as you lodge yourself, violently are squirming in the belly of this dragon. Solus, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Oh, boy.
no. A 13?
As you are able to tuck and roll out of the way on the bow of the ship, out of the maw of this dragon, as whatever Goosh is doing knocks the slimy insides that you were holding up completely aside, you lose your grip, and it closes
Ah!
just behind your feet as you dive
It's
Behind
Is he
mine?
gonna be okay in there?
behind yours.
Solus just lays on the ground, just breathing heavily.
It's
I
okay.
don't know.
There's
I don't
usually another exit hole. Look
Oh.
for another way out.
How big? I'm gonna go find, can I approximately find where Goosh is in this
Yeah,
body?
yeah,
Can I see him squiggling about?
Yeah, you see movement.
Okay. I'm gonna find where the end of that is and go, scrunch up for me? Can you just like kind of, can you
Yeah, tuck
Squish
in
up
your
for us, love.
digits.
The like
Can he
there's
hear
been
me?
like hands pressing against the thing and they just like disappear.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you
so-
can.
I'm gonna start carving into this thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, pretty easy. It's dead, gives no resistance. As you just sort of make an exit for Goosh.
I grab
Real
him by
dark
the
in there.
forearm and I pull him out.
Well,
I give him a little helping hand.
what happened?
I
didn't think it was
nearly
that
lost
slippery.
a limb.
Yeah, with some turbulence.
Solus kind of leans down and just kind of like places like a hand on Goosh's shoulder, and I'm gonna lay hands on Goosh for 13 hit points.
Oh, that feels better.
It's kind of what I do.
Thanks.
Sounds to me like we're having serpent stew for dinner. Look at all this meat.
I was hoping I could find something cool in there, but
Well, let's see. I pull open the new hole and like stick my head in and just kind of look around. Can I roll for something?
Yeah, you also can roll nature. This does seem more
Okay.
like your forte.
Okay, maybe. Maybe. A 21.
You're able to find enough dragon meat, snake meat in here for like 3 days of 3 dinners worth.
There! It's so much fresh meat! And I start just kind of cutting away and like I pull a bone knife out and I just like start kind of flopping serpent, stacking serpent. If we put some of this on the front, we'd sprinkle some salt on it. It'll be salted and cured by the time we get back.
I think I'm gonna go read. And Iskander just kind of
Great.
turns and walks away from this gruesome carving.
I'm gonna go lie down. I don't feel well. And he looks at like the combination of just the blue cheese left over from the wad and
Around the edges of my
Is-
mouth and my beard.
the disemboweled dragon and just the dragon innards that are probably on his boots. And it's just like, I need to go lie down.
I'll help you. Dragon jerky sounds delicious.
Doesn't it? Okay. I take everything that we don't need and begin just dumping it overboard. And Yuki goes, in these waters, they believe there's a great serpent god.
Do they?
Yeah, he requires sacrifice.
Oh, well, maybe we can cut off a piece and give it to him.
Well, I mean, I'm like plunking its intestines and like all of the bits we don't need overboard. Yeah, agreed. And I push it over. So, how do we deal with fires on the ship?
I don't know. I wonder if they have a kitchen. Is there a kitchen on this vessel?
You see a very grizzled, grayed-looking dwarf turn to face you, tobacco pipe in mouth. No. We haven't kept fresh food on here for quite some time.
Oh, so you eat like I eat.
Aye.
Really?
Well, that's great.
Well, depends on what you eat.
Well, we
Rotting
got
flesh.
it's serpent.
We don't have the same diet.
Oh.
Never mind. I just meant preserved foods, rations, jerkies, stuff like that.
We're gonna jerky. We have plans for serpent jerky, but don't you have a way to cook food?
There's a bit of a smoker in the crew quarters, but you gotta be careful because it could start a fire, and then at which point we can just hope that the waves splash high enough to put it out if we need it.
Oh.
I lean over to Goose. I go, it's a good thing I can make water.
Right.
Okay, well, we're not gonna burn the ship down, but we would like to make some dinner. I have an idea, Gush.
What are you thinking?
I think I act as the stove. I create fire in my tiny hand. I was like, I can cook it.
Oh, perfect. Now we can make this work.
You see Sigurd blinks at you for a few moments as you do this, right in front of him, and then kind of just leans his tobacco pipe into it to relight it, and
Yuki, I find that
turns and heads to the bow.
strangely charismatic. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's cook it. So Yuki goes up and is just gonna use what is it? Create fire, which is the cantrip, or first level spell for druids, and just kind of makes enough fire to cook some of this meat down, or to maybe if Goosh wants to hold it up, maybe start a
Goosh will hold
pot.
it.
The pot, to get the pot boiling so we can actually make a stew or something out of it. That way it doesn't touch the ship, but it still can cook something.
Yeah, hell yeah. Who shall help with cooking food?
Who knows? I've never had serpent's meat before. Not on this scale.
All
I feel
right.
like I've had something like this, but
Yeah.
nothing from the ocean.
So the day kind of dwindles on into the sunset. You can see the sun beginning to approach the horizon now as you face another day at sea. You've cooked a nice long meal. You can go ahead and take that short rest if you need to. You've definitely earned it. But yeah, evening time has begun to settle in. A day's hard work is in the bag.
Nice.
As the sun continues to drift below the horizon, 15, 20, 30 minutes, and now the sun's completely beneath. As you see the oranges and purples kind of paint the evening sky, dusk settles in. Could you all roll me perception, please?
Ooh, perception.
Yes.
Okay, perception. 13.
18
Uh,
billion.
20 not natural.
Yikes.
My shard glitched for a second. And I accidentally deducted all of my hit points instead of adding anything. Sorry.
Oh god, he's dead.
Yeah. He died. Sorry. That's a 12 on perception, though. Pretty good for a dead guy.
Iskander and Vivian, as the dusk settles in and you see, night will approach pretty soon. In the distance, you don't make out any land, but you do see about 20 miles off, both of you, but especially you, Iskander, you can make out kind of how quickly it's going to be coming. But you both make out this rather large fog cloud, pretty far away from you, but Iskander, you can tell it's kind of rolling, traveling as sea fog does. I don't know, I'm not a marine biologist.
Iskander's going to find Sigurd and just kind of say, is that normal on the high seas?
Hey, see a lot haunted seas and all that. Didn't you know? Plenty of folks go missing in Needham Strait. It's plenty haunted. They'll get ya.
Oh. Oh, no. I didn't know that. Well, thanks for the heads up. I'm going to go to the crow's nest again. And just kind of sleep up there. So if you need anything, let me know. And Iskander's just gonna shuffle off.
He looks up at you as you climb up the crow's nest. Just
spends another 2-3 minutes climbing the crow's nest.
He's have a great night.
And he just kind of sits there, haunted. I thought we were the only ghosts here.
Well, what about you, Vivian?
Vivian is gonna see that in the distance and then genuinely just not care.
Good for her. Don't let anything disturb your peace, Queen.
Vivian's on a cruise, the rest of us are on a mission.
Yeah, she's enjoying the captain's quarters and kind of
I wish
reading
that were
some of the
me.
books and just really living it up.
While you're hanging out in you just water off a duck's back, this rolling fog, could you give me an investigation check while you're looking through the books?
Four.
Damn.
There's some really interesting stories in here, some fables and such, but nothing of note that you scan.
She's just looking for the smut,
Good for her.
Where are the romance novels?
If
This
it's
is
not
what
sexy,
seas are
she
for.
don't want it.
Yeah, is there anything anybody would like to do as the first of the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky?
These, the last thing I want to ask are these serpents, these water serpents. Did they have fangs? And did they seem these fangs seem poison? Like they were poisonous?
They do have fangs. They did not seem poisonous, though.
Okay. I would still probably assure that we take the two largest ones. They make really good weapons, or could be valuable later. So Yuki will spend the night trying to pry the last two large fangs from its mouth.
Tight.
Okay. With that being said, as long as no one else has anything they'd like to do, night settles in. Do you want to do watches, or do you feel safe in the crew's hands?
I feel pretty safe.
Okay.
I feel like I might.
I don't like that smile.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
like that
either.
smile you got on Mackenzie.
Yeah, I'll do a shift.
I'll do a shift.
Okay. Which shift would you like to take?
I'm cool with whatever. I guess I'll take first.
Okay, I'll take second.
Okay, and if no one else wants to do it, we will just have Sigurd take third.
If we're doing shifts, I'll help out.
Okay.
I'm just
right.
Solus just paranoid. Just don't trust.
Fine.
As everyone settles in, Vivian enjoys the luxurious cruise that she has been so rightly blessed with. Iskander, having social anxiety from Vivian, probably heading off to some well-lit corner of the ship where no one can bamboozle him. Yuki licking his wounds, as is Goosh. I don't think Yuki got hurt that much, but Yuki just.
Oh, I did. I had to heal. Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
Yuki patched a few places.
But yeah, basically a well-deserved rest. Solus, as you crest the bow of the deck, that sort of regal air following you. Give me one of those neat little perception checks, my lord.
Oh, he can't escape it. God bless him.
Never.
Lord. 16.
So it is actually quite lovely out tonight. Other than the fog, which seems to be, just a little bit closer, not that it's creeping in, more like the angle that you're traveling in is slightly skewered towards it. A big, fog area out to the east. I know my directions. A big foggy area out to the east. You see it's getting a little bit closer, maybe no more than a mile or two. So it just sort of peaks on your peripheral vision. But you do notice the seagulls, so you're within 20 miles of land right now. You're sure Sigurd knows where he's going.
Okay.
It's been a great night. Is there anything you'd like to do during your watch?
No, I don't think he has any reason to go search or anything. I think he should really just genuinely I don't know these people. For all I know, they could kill me in my sleep. I have to make sure. So he's just very paranoid. God bless him.
Your poor paranoid self. With that paranoid 16, you do notice as the end of your watch sort of comes quickly. You didn't really notice it that much. It was very nice outside. That the waves are beating a little tiny bit harder against the hull of the ship. The waters look a little bit rougher.
Interesting.
But other than that, your watch passes uneventfully.
I see. I'm assuming he hands it over to Yuki next, right?
Yeah.
Watch. He's gonna make a little comment, watch out for that fog.
Yeah. Seems a little strange. Does it look like I'm a druid. Does it look like normal fog?
It looks relatively normal. It's to be
dense.
expected and dense, kind of billowing over the heavier waves, probably. As the waves crash further in, kicking up some of those misty molecules. It looks tumultuous over there. That's kind of what that fog means.
Yeah, Yuki goes,
Okay. Yeah, this might require a little extra.
for Yuki's shift, they're going to cast Warning Whiskers. Like whiskers pop out, and my passive perception goes up by 5, which I believe makes that an 18. My passive perception is now an 18. Yes, correct.
Okay. Rat, is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, Yuki will just sit there, nibbling on, cooked / salted / whatever stew we managed to make up, and just, be like,
Nyla! Stop peeping on Vivian. Get away from the window.
Or something, but yeah, Yuki will just, heighten these senses, basically, so that they can see if anything invisible is coming through the fog. It allows them to do that, I believe, and ups their dexterity some in case the waters get choppy. So I just sit there like a little mouse munching on salted serpent meat.
A little known fact, snake meat is kind of chewy like bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, so you increase your passive perception up to 18, and you do notice that as you keep a watchful eye out, thanks to Solus giving you a heads up, that the fog is creeping in at an exponential rate. It's probably about 5 miles closer, so maybe 15 miles out.
And it still seems normal.
It is... So you know how mist on the sea, it's really dense, it's really hard to see through, and it can be very tall, but it kind of dissipates as it goes up. That's what you're seeing right now. It's like that weird billowy like sea
Yeah,
mist.
sea mist. So it's just there's not really anything to be done about it. It just is.
Yeah, it just is.
Okay. What does Yuki want to do to help with that? Well, Yuki did prepare some new spells.
Okay.
One of which I believe, let me double check, is Gust of Wind. Which should allow me to at least clear some of this fog.
It is 15 miles out.
Can we at least clear it within range of the vessel, like so that we can see what's immediately on top of us?
Nothing is immediately on top of you right now. It's
Okay.
really far away still. You just notice
we
it
are
getting
actually
closer and
passing
closer
through
and
it. Yeah.
closer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
no, it just has passed through.
I think Yuki's gonna hate this, but I guess I'm a little bit more dexterous. I climb up to the crow's nest.
Okay. Yeah, so an hour has passed into your watch at this point. You're still trying to preen for like good vantage points. You climb up there next to Iskander. Probably try not to wake him up.
Yeah, I like look around. We're high enough up where we might. Well, I guess light is not gonna pass through this either, is it? It's probably gonna bounce off the moisture. Well, yeah. Yuki could try.
You can always try, but as you climb up to the top of the crow's nest, you know it's about midnight, passing through midnight right now. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Oh, from here?
Just to see if you beat an 18.
I did not beat an 18.
Okay, so you notice within you think, just for a glimpse of a second, you notice a flashing sort of pale blue light come out of this mist from the distance. But the second that you fix your eyes on the point where you think you saw it from, it just sort of, you just see the gray blue of the night sea.
A blue light. I questioned whether or not I saw what I actually, saw. Does it happen again?
How long are you waiting?
I'll wait a minute or two. Like, like once you get on, you don't want to wake anybody in case it's a false alarm, but you have to be able to, like, prove it at least twice, happens twice.
Yeah, so as you wait there for a couple minutes, the same sort of thing happens as you see this flash, very small flash of a blue light from your peripheral, but the second that you fixate on the point, it seems to be gone.
My hand starts, like, patting, Iskander. Iskander! Iskander! I can't hear you. You're still in a sleepy stupor.
I'm sorry. What?
Iskander! I look kind of like a rat. My whiskers are like out to here, and I'm like, hey.
Oh, what the?
Hey, shh. Watch. And I try to like pick you up and lean you over the top of the crow's nest out there. Tell me if you see a light. There's something strange. It's blue. Just wait for it.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Roll me a wee little perception check there, Iskander.
I don't know. Does he get help since I pointed it out?
Yeah, if you point it out, you can do it with advantage.
I kind of point in the general direction, like near the horizon line. Whoa! Yes.
That's good. That's the advantage. Definitely helped. 20, not natural.
Okay. So you after a couple moments, you follow Yuki's little point, and you wait. You're like, what? But after a few moments passes, you two see like the brief. You're looking right where Yuki pointed, and then over in your peripheral, you don't see a blue light. You just see straight movement, a silhouette.
Who walks across water? What is it? What do we do?
That's not good. How close is it?
You were just able to pick it out as you have drawn closer, about 13 miles away from this cloud. Now you were just able to pick out an actual silhouette darting from like a clearing within the mist between you guys and.
It's using the mist for cover.
Is it a humanoid silhouette, or does it look like a creature?
To you, it looked humanoid.
I,
To Yuki, it looked like
A flash of light.
I think we have company, or we're going to have company.
Okay. What do we do?
We might want to wake the others and just, or we could hide in the captain's quarters. If we make them think it's a ghost ship, maybe it'll just pass us over.
I don't know if Vivian's gonna like that very much.
Well, Vivian will have to deal with it, and I'm making that decision right now. I've decided that I'm going to start making more decisions, so I'm going to do that because
So we're
I need to
starting
be...
with this one.
Damn.
You know what they say: go big or go home. And
They say that?
I don't have a home anymore, so I guess I'm going big.
Well,
Well-
Lord.
I'm not big in